on, guys? Welcome to another video with your host, as always, K-Mac time, and today has some amazing news for anyone out there who's a big fan of 1990s cartoon. Yeah, another 90s show is on the drawing board for a potential return in the form of a reboot. The popular Animaniacs show is the newest nostalgia blast from the 90s to be looked at for a return to the airwaves. And it's really cool and interesting how this actually happened. The show was popular in the day back in the mid to late 90s, and just last year they put the whole back catalog of episodes, I believe it was like 99 episodes, they put them all up on Netflix, and of course because of that it like sparked another interest in the series. It kind of brought new life to the series. People that are kids that are now, you know, 15 that were never even born when those cartoons came out, and they didn't even know it existed. We're seeing them for the very first time, and it sparked a whole new thing. And plus, it just kind of course, you always have that nostalgia factor of things like that. And people like me, who used to watch it on the WB before school every morning, which is a true story, I really did. We went back and watched it on Netflix yet again, and I felt that love for that series. And it became a pretty popular, like, niche cartoon on Netflix, as far as I have heard. It kind of was doing pretty well as far as views go on Netflix. But anyway, you guys are unaware, Steven Spielberg did the original show. It was actually his second animated series. He did Tiny Toon Adventures, which is another great show from around that time. And it is not confirmed yet, but it is speculated, and he is expected to be a part of this upcoming version, or this upcoming reboot, remastering, whatever you want to call it. But I would expect him to be a part of it. I would hope he's a part of it. If he's not, that's really a bummer. But I think he'll be at least some part of it. I'm not sure if he'll be clearly he won't be as involved as he was originally. He's got so much bigger stuff going on now with movies and all the kind of fun stuff that he does that are so awesome. But yeah, I think he'll have some kind of, at least some kind of creative, you know, ability in this. Maybe some writing, maybe some, you know, he'll approve certain things, or approve who the writers are and what they do and the choices they make, and the way that they take his characters. Because after all, I believe they are his characters, or maybe they're not. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, hopefully he's back. Hopefully most of the original voice cast is back. I know a lot of the voices in the show were some of the big selling points of it. I mean, the weird voices that Wacko used to do used to really make me chuckle as a kid. I really enjoyed those, and the songs they would do. And I always loved how the show had like that old school feel to it, because it had a full old orchestrated old school, like, you know, with the whole orchestra, winds and stuff like that, and it had like those classic Tom and Jerry-esque noise to it, which I thought was really cool. I still do. But anyway, like I said, if you're not familiar with the show, Animaniacs ran for 99 episodes from 1993 until 1995 on Fox. And it was then on the Kids WB, which is where I personally started watching it in 1995. It ran there until 1998. Of course, it also spawned another very popular spin-off cartoon called Pinky and the Brain. One of my favorite cartoons as a kid growing up was Pinky and the Brain. And that got its start from Animaniacs. They used to do skits. A lot of the skits in the thing were pretty popular. Pinky and the Brain actually was so popular it got its own show. And great show. Another one that aired on the WB. Another show that I watched every morning before school. I watched the WB. I believe they had Animaniacs. I believe they had, like I said, Pinky and the Brain, and then I believe they had Pokemon. I think they actually got syndication for Pokemon late in the late 90s. I could be wrong on that, but I remember watching Pokemon and maybe even Yu-Gi-Oh! In the morning before going to school every day, because it was about 7 o'clock, and that's what was on the kids' hour on the WB. So hopefully I'm right on that. I could be wrong anyway. But anyway, as of now, this is all still very much so in the very, very early stages of planning. Like I said, we're hoping for a full voice cast return, and Steven Spielberg return, and writers and animators all be the same, but I'm sure there will be something new, some new people. I'm sure some people have passed away in the 20 years since then, or, you know, or just not wanting to do it, or are busy with other projects. So we'll have to wait and see what the cast can come together with. I think, like I said, this would be a perfect fit for a Netflix exclusive. As of right now, it doesn't have a network, so it could mean that Netflix is picking this up and footing the bill for it. because I believe they said in this article that it's already been kind of like talked about at some of the other networks, like Fox and other things like that, and they're not shutting it down, the idea. They're just not quite as open to it as the producers or writers or whatever would like. So maybe Netflix would be a perfect place for a show like this to land. Like I said, like we said earlier, it was incredibly popular, or the reruns were, when they were released last year on Netflix. So there's already some like a smaller niche audience there for it. I know they do a lot of cool cartoons and a lot of cool animations exclusive to Netflix, which are really, really popular. I'm gonna start getting into some of them here in the next few weeks, actually. But hopefully we get more information on this. Like I said, no release date, no cast information, nothing like that. It's not even really confirmed that it is going to happen at this point. All we know is that executives out there are, kind of spitballing this idea right now. They're kind of kicking the tires on this. They're asking around what studios might be open to this, what writers might be good fits for this, animators and all that kind of stuff. Trying to put a team together from what I can gather, and that is incredibly cool. I love this show. I love these characters, and I love having a part of my childhood brought back to this. Granted, yes, a lot of these recent reboots and rehashings have been bad. Powerpuff Girls, looking at you. But then again, you could get a Samurai Jack, which was amazing. It was exactly what I wanted. The ending was not quite as strong as I thought it would be, but overall, as the last part of that arc or story arc of Samurai Jack, loved it. But we're getting off topic now. What I mean to say is that not everything has to be a Powerpuff Girls failure to reboot. Everything has to be a PC weirdness geared towards kids who are looking at fidget spinners and stupid stuff. It can be what it was originally, but somehow either stay the same or even get better. It doesn't always have to be worse, like we've seen in a few of them, unfortunately. Ben 10 comes to mind. Like I said, Powerpuff Girls comes to mind. But then again, like I said, Samurai Jack was totally rad, and if we can get something akin to that, I think we'd be down for that 100%. I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section down below. Are you guys excited for this return of these characters? What was your favorite episode, if you have one? I know a lot of people talk about the Prince episode where they have your hands in Prince and stuff like that. They made some kind of sexual pun that went above everyone's head when they were 8. And I don't know. I remember that being a thing when Prince died. Everyone remembered that for a little bit. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this. What network you guys like to see it on? Would you guys like to see it on Netflix? Because if it's on Netflix, they have a little bit more free reign in terms of being able to make it edgier. They might not be able to swear, for say, keep it at that E rating, but they might be able to get away with some things that they wouldn't on Cartoon Network or Fox or the WB or CNN or whatever it might be. And I said CNN, it's a news network. They only do cartoons. What am I saying? But anyway, guys, I've been talking for way too long now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like button down below. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel to get more of these cartoon news videos, to keep up to date in all things cartoons and video games. As you guys can see, I do a lot of video game stuff as well. Also, if you guys want like every notification, make sure you're hitting that bell button. YouTube is totally broken and they don't send out my videos to all my subscribers. So if you guys are really wanting to see those videos, do me a favor, hit the like, the subscribe, and then you have to go the extra mile now and hit the bell button and then hit the double subscription, basically, which is absolutely ridiculous, but that's just YouTube being YouTube, and hopefully they'll fix it sometime down the line. But anyway, guys, that's all I have time for. Hopefully, like I said, you guys enjoyed. Until next time, guys, remember, it's always K-Mag time somewhere. Until then, take it easy, and peace out.